Brad, what's the status of Avery?
He's playing.
Should be good to go. Any residual effects or anything?
Well, I mean, he's been sick for 2 days, so, you know, obviously your first win gets hit pretty quick when that happens, but otherwise, you should be fine.
Going to start icing.
Yeah.
What was the, I mean, the end of Friday night's game was kind of a weird scene, like Phoenix is partying in their locker room, and you guys seem so down in your locker room. Did you guys have any discussion about kind of how that went down, how that fourth quarter went down?
I mean, we you know, we've obviously talked since then. We've watched, you know, some film individually, some film collectively, those type of things. But, you know, the biggest thing is we're focused on us. You know, we're focused on how we're playing. We're focused on trying to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And I think that ultimately, we did a lot of good things the other night. I think human nature, when you take a 25-5 lead, backs off a little bit more, and you can't do that if you want to be really good and if you want to be different, right? And so, you know, I recognize that those sometimes are unique circumstances to play through when you're up like that, but we have to play more possessions better if we want to be, you know, if we want to maximize ourselves, right? And I think ultimately, you know, you just increase your margin for error if you're playing the right way more often than not.
Coach, what have you seen out of Miami over the last 2 months that's allowed them to bounce back?
Well, first of all, their players and coaches deserve a lot of credit. You know, I think it's not easy to start, you know, 11-30 or whatever it was, and be able to run off what they've run off. And I think collectively, they all have a tremendous resiliency to them to be able to do that. And so, you know, I couldn't be more of a fan when I'm watching an NBA team than I have been of watching Miami this year. I said early in the year I thought that Coach Bolster was doing some really unique stuff with James Johnson with the ball as the primary playmaker that put teams in bad predicaments, and that's shown itself to the point where I think you see some of the actions that they've been doing around the league now. And it's credit to him, his you know, how creative he is, and it's a credit to all the players with how hard they're playing. I mean, it's a fun team to watch on both ends of the floor.
Coach, the first half of the year, you guys really had some problems against some of the top rebounders and interior players. How do you think you guys have progressed in that area as the season has worn on?
I don't really look at it in an individual matchup. I mean, there's always going to be guys that, you know, if both guys have equal position and the ball bounces 20 feet in the air, Whiteside's going to get it. You know, it's just the way the world works. But I think ultimately we've got to be in great position, and that's what we've tried to focus on. And since the All-Star break, I think we're 10th or 11th in defensive rebounding. So, I mean, I think we're making the right strides. So a big part of that is our bigs have done a great job of getting guys off the glass. You know, so hopefully we can continue to rebound. We've said all year, we're not going to be first. We're not going to be a top 5 rebounding team on the defensive glass. But we have to manage that, and we have to not turn it over as much as we've been turning it over to be good.
We were told that Avery was probably going to spend the night Friday in the hospital as a precaution. Was he around at all yesterday at the facility?
No, he was not. He was in the hospital all day.
Did you get out last night or this morning?
I was told last night. When I saw him today, I actually didn't even ask that because he's in good spirits. He looked like he's feeling a lot better. So I didn't want to really rehash being sick.
No one else has caught it, right?
Knock on wood, Bill. No one else has caught it. Don't stand too close.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. Thanks.